Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a camera review of the Huawei's Nova 3i. So Nova 3i is a smartphone which comes with quad camera. So we have a dual camera on the rear panel as well as dual camera on the front panel. So it is a quad camera smartphone along with AI included. So in this video let's see how good the experience is with the camera. So this device comes with the Kirin 710 octa-core chipset. This is the first device with the Kirin 710 chipset. It has 4GB RAM and 128GB of storage offered, and it has 6.3-inch Full HD Plus resolution display. So that's the hardware aspect. Now talking about the camera, it has a dual camera. Again, both the rear and front cameras are AI enabled. So now let's first have a look at the camera hardware. The rear panel comes with a 16 megapixel primary camera, 2 megapixel secondary camera, f-stop 2.2 aperture, and an LED flash is included, and the rear camera has AI mode included. On the front panel, it has a 24 megapixel primary camera, f2.0 aperture, and a secondary 2 megapixel camera for depth sensing. Again, it has screen flash included. So now let's have a look at the camera interface. So you can see that the camera interface is quite similar what we've seen on the Nova 3. We have aperture mode, portrait mode, video recording, and AI mode is included. You can enable the AI mode from here, and if you go to settings, you can see the resolution and watermarks is also included, and other options include. If you go here, there are different modes including Pro mode, HDR mode, night mode, time lapse, watermark, and a whole lot of modes are included. So that's the camera UI of the Nova 3i. Now let's go straight into the camera samples. Let's have a look at the samples taken with the Huawei Nova 3i. First up, the daylight captures. So these are the daylight captures taken with the Nova 3i, and they have come quite good in terms of the overall clarity. The colors are good and offer good details as well. The sharpness levels in the photos looks really impressive for this price segment. The dynamic range is also decent. Similar to the Nova 3 which we reviewed recently, the 3i also comes with AI mode, and turning on the AI mode gives a boost to the colors, and at times they are oversaturated, especially when shooting a lot of greenery. You can also turn off the AI mode even after you have taken the image. So overall, in terms of daylight conditions, the photos have come quite well and does a good job overall. Now next up, let's talk about the close-up images. Here again you could see good details in the photos, the sharpness levels are good, and also the images have vibrant colors when you turn on the AI mode. Focusing speed is also good for a phone in this price segment. Overall, it did a good job in the close-up images and details are really good. Now moving on to the low light images. With adequate artificial light, the image shot on the Nova 3i looks good. There has been an attempt to reduce the noise, and it does well to an extent, but it ends up images being soft and lacking in details. Also, when you zoom in the images, the noise is hidden, and the f2.2 aperture doesn't help the cause. Switching on to the AI mode in low light does help in getting better colors, but it does not improve the noise levels. And as a result, extreme low light images seems a bit average on the Nova 3i. Now looking at the portrait samples, the dual camera does a good job overall and they have come out well. It is better to turn off the beauty mode in the portrait mode, else the images looks a bit artificial. The edge detection on the portrait mode is also quite good. Now moving on to the video recording. This device maxes out at 1080p resolution, and there is no 4K resolution available on this device. The phone also misses out on EIS, and hence the video sample looks shaky and doesn't do justice to the phone in this price segment. The footage in itself looks quite average for the segment and needs to improve on overall details and sharpness levels along with EIS. We are hoping Huawei might release an update for this. Finally, the selfie experience. The 24 megapixel 2 f2.2 camera on the Nova 3i takes good selfies, the skin tones are good and details are also good. The overall color quality of the selfies looks good. So we would say the selfie definitely looks good on this device. There is also AI mode along with HDR Pro mode for some good selfie experience. Finally, the portrait selfies. Here you could see that the edge detection is again quite good since it has a secondary depth sensing camera. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Huawei Nova 3i, which is a 24 megapixel camera, which is again a dual camera setup which has a 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing, and this is the 1080p sample taken with the front facing camera. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the video recording. So summing up, how good is the camera on the Huawei Nova 3i? The Nova 3i is a quad camera smartphone with AI for both rear and front cameras, and it does a good job overall in daylight conditions and also great details in close-up images. The portrait mode is improved and the selfie experience is good. But there are a couple of areas where the phone needs to improve, and the important one being the video recording, which is pretty much average for this price segment. The low light performance could have been also a tad better considering the price segment. The Nova 3i will face stiff competition from the likes of Oppo F7, Nokia 7 Plus and also the upcoming Xiaomi's Mi A2. We'll also be doing a camera comparison of the Nova 3i with other smartphones in this price segment, so stay tuned. So this is Nirmal signing off with a camera review of the Huawei Nova 3i. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.